that, I have written all the thing there. I mean, here PV is this amount, FV is this. So when you give your answer during your midterm, please try to follow that pattern. That then it will be helpful for you and for me as well, because it's look more, organized. So there are several annuities problem that example we have solved. And this problem actually from your book, problem 4.13, page 168. This is directly copied from your book to make you, or to make you understand when we have several number of periods, then how we, I mean, say one annually, semi-annually, quarterly, monthly, then how we need to deal with that, how we can find whatever we the question asked us, how we can find that if we have the number of periods different. I have shown you the solution as well. These are basically the formulas so far. And loan amortization, I believe I also show you an example from the book as well. So please go through all the topic by yourself. So next, we have discussed financial market last week. Financial market, what is their main purpose? Basically, it's a system that includes individual and institution, instrument, procedure that bring together borrowers and savers. This is the formal definition. If you want to define it informally, or just to make you understand, financial market, basically play a intermediary role between borrower and saver. What they do, they took the money, or they take the money from the saver who have excess money, and they give it to the borrower. Because as a normal person, we don't know all the information. If we need money, who have the excess money, it's very difficult for us to find that person. But when we have standard financial market, financial institution, it's not difficult at all. If we need money, we go to bank and we can loan from there. But we know that bank doesn't have that money. Bank are not the owner of that particular money. They borrow that money from somewhere, or they're actually taking that money from someone else. So bank or financial market, they actually play an intermediary role between borrower and savers. So importance of financial market, I ask you to read this from your book as well. I believe you did that, and also I explained this. So if you didn't read yet, please go through. Okay, then we'll explain, and then we discuss several types of financial market as well. Types of general stock market activities. Of course, those are the activities related to secondary, primary market. It's a very difficult. I mean, it's very easy to understand. So far, what we discussed: secondary market, primary market, and initial public offering. Of course, when a company first time first time going for public, they are issuing their share for public, then we call it initial public offering. And initial IPO, actually, IPO always, when we are talking about IPO, that means always it's traded in the primary market, not in the secondary market. Okay, for the first time, so it's in primary market. Physical security exchange, we have discussed it. Formal organization who with a physical location, means you can say DSC, CSC. I mean, last class, I think I didn't mention CSC, so one of my students said me, ma'am, CSC can also write physical security exchange, of course. So sometimes if I forget to mention one thing, please do remind me that. Okay. So Securities and Exchange Commission, we have one which is called Bangladesh Securities and Exchange Commission. So what did they do? Basically, they play several roles. They play several rules, and they imply several rules and regulation in the Security Exchange Commission. And every country who have a financial market or Security Exchange Commission, every country they have a proper, government set a agent to set some rules and regulation for their market as well. So every country has those kind of organization. Investment banker, then we have discussed what they do. Basically, they underwrite and distribute new shares of securities. I have explained this. If you don't ask me question, I don't want to explain it again. So let me skip this. And task of investment banker as well, shelf registration, I have discussed, and financial intermediation, financial intermediary. Just be, I mean, today also I have discussed this. Who are the financial intermediary? What is their role? Their role basically play intermediary role between borrower and saver. It could be commercial bank, credit union, thrift institution, mutual fund, blah blah, or I mean many other institutions. They can play a role as financial intermediaries between borrowers and savers. Okay, so when you're talking about intermediation, it's basically nothing but the process which financial intermediaries transform fund from savers into borrowers. So far I believe that's it for your until your midterm. So now tell me, do you have any concern, any queries?
No,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. So if you don't have anything to discuss, then actually what I can say, best of luck for your midterm. So that's it actually, because we don't have any other topic before your midterm that we need to cover. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining this class. If anyone have any issue, you can wait here. We can discuss. And before you leave, I just want to mention this again. One of my students didn't submit his or her assignment. So please note that you will get 0 for the first assignment. So thank you everyone. If you have anything to discuss, you can stay. If you don't, then go back to sleep. Take care and best of luck. Yes, Tasfia.
Ma'am, attendance?
Thank you, Tasfia. I almost forgot.
You're most welcome, ma'am.
Please don't leave. Tasfia, just remind me regarding attendance, and thank you so much, Tasfia. Saiful Alam, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Fairuz Maisha, Nafiza Delwar Lamia,
Yes, ma'am.
Mahmoud Ibn Kabir Saad,
Present, ma'am.
Farhan, Farhan Ishraq Chaudhuri, Nasib Mahmud Khan, Raya Nanziba Kabir, Utsho,
Present, ma'am.
Zamil,
Present, ma'am.
Nilim, Shara,
Present, ma'am.
Shartaj.
Present, ma'am.
Shartaj, can you wait for me? I want to talk to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Jahidul Haq Shikdar, Akash, can you hear me? Sheikh Saad,
Present, ma'am.
Idrak Ahmed,
Present, ma'am.
Zabir,
Present, ma'am.
Shupam,
Present, ma'am.
Azra Sadiaka,
Yes, ma'am.
Moli. Moli, I think you're there. Asha Islam Tumpa,